Morning, everybody. Ugh. Sorry, I was getting a tweet ready. But when we start, how's everyone's day doing? I realized that I was gonna be reading a lot, so I got some water, and hopefully that's enough to get me through 3 hours. Gonna set this here. Today we are reading, more like Dark Knights. We're continuing Zeikun's route, and I'm excited. One, because I want to know more about his backstory. I need my glasses. And two, I wanna get through the game, so that I can do the DLC that's coming out. Let me get this tweet. I'm trying to find something, an image to go along with it. Let's just do this. Hey! Morning or evening or night, wherever you are. Hi! Welcome! How's your day been? And then just all of the art. Dark Knights. Okay. The tweet is ready. Let me start up the game. Nice for sure. That's good. That's good to hear. I am bringing up the game now. If you didn't catch the first part, I'm continuing my my Otome game, a visual novel that I've been playing. So it's gonna be lots of reading this stream. Let me set up my screen capture. And then fix my model. Boop. Move you there. It's my model. I stay this side, right? A little bit smaller. So this is a visual novel, so that's the main character. So that is us. That is supposed to be us. Oh, Arc Knights? No, Dark Knights. Wow. Let me post that. That's posted. And I am ready to go. So where was I? 24 with this one. What do I remember? So our friend has been missing for a few days, and no one's found her yet. I hope my model doesn't freak out. Even her brother, who she's closest to, does not know where she is. The police have already begun to look for her, though we have been told not to worry. Ryoji and I have not given up on our search for Ikuya. We investigate the village every day, and at night we pray for her safe return. Now it's exam week, which is a nice distraction. I take a deep breath as Mr. Blanchett hands out exam papers from the front of the classroom. So this is one of our friends. He is the son of the head of the police force. Ryoji leans towards me, speaking in a hushed voice, all secretively, of course, which we cannot talk when the exam is going to start. The art isn't bad. I like the art. It gives off like a nice, early anime kind of look. But it is getting an update, and all the art is gonna be updated. But I quite like this art too. So basically, there have been murders happening in our small village. And the four main guys are I guess new people we haven't seen around town before, and they each have their own route. And so we're trying to figure out what's happening in this town due to the murders and stuff. And I'm playing in an order where it kind of reveals the lore and the story a little bit more. So I'm on the second route. In the first route, spoilers if people haven't seen the first route, or if you don't care, you can continue. There is, I guess, an angel involved in all of this somehow, and there are the people who have been murdered have been coming back as zombies, and they have been I guess going around killing people as well. And that's kind of the gist of it, and we're just caught in the middle of it. Yeah, it's easier to explain, easier to understand when you play it through. Or I'm just really bad at explaining. But basically, there have been murders that have been happening in town, and depending on the route we're going for, we're kind of quote unquote investigating that guy, which is just us going down their route and seeing how they are involved in this overarching plot. I bet I'd score higher than you again in this exam. I had no time to study. There's nothing to worry about. Exams end, and it is time for lunch break. Ryoji approaches my desk. Also, thanks for following. Thanks for following me. Almost forgot. I saw the little thing when I opened up OBS. Thank you for following. How the exams go? Naturally, it was easy. I'm sure I'll get a higher score than you. Don't get your hopes up just yet. We'll see what the results say. This is more of an intermission kind of feel, so not a lot of plot is happening. It's an in-between. After school, Ryoji and I revisit certain spots in the village, hoping to find any clues to Ikuya's whereabouts. And Ikuya is the third friend, who has been missing. I feel like it's my fault. If I didn't invite her that day, she would be safe with us right now. Don't blame yourself, you couldn't have known. Even the cops are having trouble. Time's ticking, and it's frustrating, not being able to do anything. I pat his back to comfort him. I'm just as worried about Ikuya as he is. This is the first time something like this has happened. We searched for the whole day, but it is futile again. I hope Ikuya has been eating. It's already been days. Chain. We're getting a lot of Chain this route. Chain is working with the police, but he's also like a supernatural hunter. So like he like goes out to like kill like other zombies and stuff. Chain should know something about the tracking people since it's his job. Maybe I should ask him. I visit his house and ring the doorbell, but there's no answer. And again, it is already night. He could be out on a case. If he is, then he might still be busy. I shouldn't disturb him. Make sure the audio's on. The police have been investigating the forest. Maybe I can check there too? I would call Ryoji to join me, but I don't want to bother him. I know he's been searching without me. He looked really tired at school earlier. As I walked through the forest, I noticed that there are no investigators around. I did not expect him to go home this early. Well, at least there's no one to stop me from looking around. Zeikun pops up in my mind. He is like the forest guardian, which is the route we are, the guy that we're quote-unquote going for. Yeah! He will notice right away if anyone encountered the forest. Maybe he knows I'm here right now. He won't be happy to see me. But if there's even the slightest chance he saw Ikuya, I have to ask him. Guys, I think any forest would look sus during the night. I wouldn't trust any forest during the night, or even during the day. Honestly. Oh, it's getting dark. Oh wow, we're gonna hit right into the plot. Head back. I can't head back. The plot. A sudden echo of gunshots in the distance draws my attention. Go ahead in that direction. Following the sound through the dark trees leads me to the old temple. There he is! Chain walks backwards across the field, raising the gun at the temple like a warning. I cannot see very well from where I am, but I recognize Zeikun's figure standing by the entrance. They seem to be watching each other. When Chain reaches the edge of the field, he puts down a body, which he has been carrying over his shoulder, and enters the tree. That's Ikuya! As Chain runs closer to the temple, I go straight for her. No wounds, scratches, or bleeding. Her skin looks a bit dehydrated, but her clothes are clean. Thank goodness she doesn't look hurt. Judging from the long pauses between her breaths, she seems to be asleep. Part of me is relieved, but it's too early to cheer. I also hope the music isn't too loud. Hearing gunshots again, I turn around and my jaw drops at what I see. Out on the field in front of the temple, Chain wields dual guns. He fires without pause, but struggles to follow Zeikun's incredible speed. And the red hair guy is the route we're on. Is it too loud? I'll lower it a little bit. I thought it'd be too loud. Let's do like that. Okay. Hopefully it's a little balanced now, but you let me know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And when I have to check, it has to echo, and I don't like that. Hopefully it's a little bit better now. But yeah, the art, I like the art. Personally, the art's fine. The art is getting updated though in the DLC, as I said before. I think I still have the art updates. I can show you right now. Um. So this is how the art looks right now, right? And oh, did I download the images? Hold up, let me download the images because I did screenshot them, show to a friend. Save. Let's do that. So this is how they look now. Let's add. And then this will be in the DLC update. I don't know if it will affect the main game when it comes out. But this is how the art is gonna be updated. So it is a huge improvement. I really like it. The art's really nice. And granted, the game has been out for like 4 years, so the improvement over 4 years is really great. I know that was my reaction yesterday when I was looking at the DLC post and like everything. I was like, yo. So I'm excited, but I still do like this version too because it's charming. Charming, very, very anime-esque. Let me continue the story. Zeikun uses the temple monuments to cover, dashing closer and closer until he leaps upward in a sudden attack. Arrows appear above his palms. When he extends his arms, they emit a faint glow at first, then light up in flames as he launches them into the air. Chain crosses people. I mean, I guess they all are supposed to be, because this is like a not like a murder mystery, but like there is like people are getting murdered. We're trying to solve what's happening. Chain crosses his arms over his head, using them as a shield. Some arrows stretch his guns and simply bounce off. Some zip past him, and others pierce right through his clothes, leaving behind blood-stained tears. Tears. These seem equally matched, each strike made with ruthless precision. The speed of the battle is so dizzying that I can barely follow it. At this rate, someone will die. I try shouting at them, but they don't seem to hear me. I have to stop them somehow. I feel like I'm jumping into a car crash, but I can't think of anything else. Oh, choices. And I always save because there are a lot of endings. 4 endings per route. Realistically, are they both on the ground? Do they both land on the ground? If I'm going for Zeikun, is the redhead. Chain is the one with the green hair. I was thinking Chain too. Let's do it. I wait for the right moment. The Russian that wrap my arms around Chain. Taken aback, he fires to the ground, and the sound makes my ears ring. Don't attack him! Chain turns to look around to look at me with cold eyes. Are you on the demon side? Wait, is he referring to Zeikun? He tries to shake me off, but I refuse to let go. Zeikun must not notice me. Oh, is this a bad end? Am I gonna die? Because more arrows are heading in our direction. I immediately duck, but Chain does not follow. He stands in front of me instead, acting as a shield. Oh no! He took the hit! He took the hit from me! When the arrows sink into his flesh, he grunts, posture saggy. Ugh. Zeikun, stop this! Zeikun halts in the middle of the field and stares at me with an odd expression. Evie? Suddenly, Chain jumps to the ground, grabs one of the guns, and shoots thrice. Zeikun stumbles back, hands racing into his wounds. The arrows hovering over his shoulders start to fall to him. While he's caught off guard, Chain continues firing. I'm surprised he still has strength after taking that hit. Wait, Zeikun! Appalled, I cling to Chain again, using more force to hold him down, causing his next shots to miss. Let go of me already! No way! I won't let you hurt him anymore! Chain tries to forcefully push me away, but then we both get stunned by a bright light. The next moment, Zeikun is gone. I let out a sigh of relief. He must have run off into the trees. What exactly happened between Chain and Zeikun? Chain, why were you... Chain? I glance over at Chain beside me, and I know something is wrong. He drops his gun again, grabbing his stomach with his other hand as he staggers on his feet. The front of his shirt is stained wine red, and his blood drips onto the grass. He coughs a few times before dropping to one knee. Oh no! I quickly move up to support him before he falls over, and help him keep his balance. Can I remove your mask? It'll help you breathe easier. Are we finally gonna get to see him without his mask? I haven't seen him without his mask yet. CG, show me! Chain looks slightly dazed, so I reach behind his head to unclip the mask and gently pull it from his face. Should I, take you to the hospital? Or... He does not move as he catches his breath. I notice blood leaking from the corner of his lips, so I take a handkerchief from my pocket to wipe it away. This is my fault. I shouldn't have. He gives me a blue-eyed stare, and I avert my gaze, feeling even more guilty. I can't find the right words to say. Oh, we don't get to see him with his mask? Are you kidding me? Please! After a few minutes, Chain shifts away from me as he puts his mask back on. I know! Come on, please. I want to see you without your mask. I haven't yet. I went through a whole route not seeing his mask. This is like, I think I might be halfway, or like decent close to halfway. He also picks up his guns, tucking them back into their holsters. He quietly stands. Being this close, I notice other injuries on his limbs. The dried blood indicates that they were not recent. What was he doing before he fought with... Ugh! What was he doing before he fought with Zeikun? Chain goes over to Ikuya, a hand still over his stomach. He picks her up with his other arm, hauling her over his shoulder. He starts walking away, and it pulls me out of my daze. I quickly go after him. Wait, where are you going? I'm bringing her back. Let me carry her, you're wounded. He ignores my request, and I wonder if it's due to pride or foolishness. He should know how badly hurt he is. Why won't he let me help him? I end up walking behind him. Shortly after, we arrive at the police office. It's open. When we enter, someone immediately approaches us. My, is that Chain? You sure are back early. Also, what happened to you? Don't tell me this blood is yours. I found the missing girl. Took care of her. Hey, good work. Chain stiffly hands Ikuya over to the man and turns away, already heading for the exit. Are you really okay? Without answering, Chain leaves the police office. I want to stay with Ikuya and make sure she's alright, but I also can't leave Chain in the state he's in. I rush out of the office to follow him. Chain is nowhere to be seen, but there are small, fresh drops of blood on the ground. His injuries must be getting worse. I follow the trail to a street corner, where I find him leaning against the wall, groaning softly. Moving closer, I notice that his breathing is getting irregular. Wait, Chain, you need treatment. You don't need to act tough in front of me. Let me bring you to the hospital, quickly. Ugh. I gasp in shock when he collapses against the wall. No, Chain, don't! Kneeling before him, I check his pulse to make sure he's still alive. It is slow, but still beating, though he must be in critical condition to have collapsed so suddenly. This girl does not bring her phone anywhere. She got a phone, but she don't bring it. She don't carry her phone. Honestly, what kind of a teenager has her phone but never brings it with her, especially out in public? You're going into the middle of the forest, you don't bring your phone. You go into a haunted location, you don't bring your phone. You wish you had your flashlight, but you don't have a phone. Exactly. Why wouldn't you bring your phone with me if you obviously have one? Literally, in this day and age, no phone, no life. I have no phone to call. I have no phone with me to call an ambulance. There are no people around to borrow one from either. The hospital's not far from here. I can make it. Or you can also go back to the police office, because we weren't even that far from the police station. We are not carrying a grown man all the way to the police. I check for open wounds on his body, using my handkerchief to bind them and stop the bleeding. When I lift his body, I notice he is still a bit conscious. His eyes are closed though. I start walking in the direction of the hospital. Since he is so tall, his feet drag along the ground. We are not carrying a grown man to the hospital. Granted, we should be the same age, because I think we're both third years. But we are still, like, shorter than him. Ugh, this guy is so heavy. And unconscious people are way heavier than they are. I shouldn't complain. He's the one who saved Ikuya. I'm in his debt. When I arrive at my destination, the nurses and doctors take one look at Chain and immediately bring him into the emergency room. I'm relieved to see him in safe hands. It sounds like his condition is critical, but the doctors are confident he will make it through the night. Some of them even say he has been through worse. Investigators must have it tough. I return home with a tight feeling in my chest. I'm glad that Ikuya is back safely. Can't relax yet. Things are still hectic in the village. Chain will only shoot a threat. Did he mistake Zeikun as Ikuya's kidnapper? I don't believe Zeikun would do such a thing. Maybe he found her and was simply taking care of her in the temple. I have to find out what happened. Okay, I was gonna say I'm not going back out. I gotta go to sleep. Next day, I wake up early to visit the hospital. Even though visiting hours are not yet open, I want to make sure Chen is fine. Miss, you can't visit the patient now. His condition is stable, but he is still unconscious. We are not sure when he'll wake up. The doctor was wondering what happened to him. Any chance you might know? Oh, how could I possibly tell about what happened that night? There was a lot of blood on his clothes too. I wonder. Excuse me. Oh, never mind. When he wakes up, can you tell him AV passed by? Sure, I will. A lot of blood. Shane must have been fighting other creatures before he encountered Zeikun. After that, I leave and head to school. I could never wake up that early. Only demon. We're gonna get more Zeikun. On my way to the lockers, I see a large crowd surrounding someone. As I get closer, I realize it's Ikuya. She looks overwhelmed. I'm more surprised she at school the next day. I would have taken days off if I was knocked out and kidnapped. I heard you got kidnapped. Did you see his face? How they abduct you? I can't believe us students are being targeted. How did you even manage to escape? Please, give her a break. I forcefully push my way through the crowd and take Ikuya's hand, pulling her away. Whoa, Avi! We stop after we get a distance away, and I turn to look at Ikuya properly. How are you feeling today? Actually, you should be resting. I have so many things to tell you. You must hear this. Now? You realized I just pulled you away so you wouldn't feel pressured to talk about it so soon. She is cute. She's cute. She has a twin brother. We haven't seen him yet. I don't know if he actually makes like an appearance. Or even has a sprite. I like her little rabbit clip thingy. Super cute. Don't you want to hear this? I got kidnapped for a few days and returned unscathed. Isn't that unbelievable? Don't act like you took a vacation. Leoji and I were so worried about you. We searched everywhere we could think of, and then some. What happened to you? Let me think. It happened in the evening when I was on my way to Leoji's place. I met this boy and talked to him for a while. He was asking for directions about some kind of haunted house. I'm not really sure. After everything went black after we departed, and the next thing I remember, I was being carried on the back of a crimson-haired man. He was really handsome, but with the way he was so rough with me, you'd think I was a sack of potatoes or something. That sounds like Zeikun. Honestly, I think we're all a little dumb. I think MC is a little bit dumb too, not gonna lie. What did he do to you? Oh, he didn't have any bad intentions, I think. He brought me to a temple and told me I'd be safe from danger there. Not knowing how to reply to that, I can only nod as I listen. I don't know how much time passed because it was so dark inside. Then the creepy guy with the gas mask burst through the doors and tried to take me with him. Oh, my memories are so fuzzy when I try to remember. It feels like there's something missing. It's okay. You probably need more rest. Thanks for telling me, though. Alright, the crimson-haired man was really nice. He even gave me fruit. What I got from the story was that someone kidnapped her, but Zeikun came to her rescue, kept her safe in the forest temple in case of a second attack. But for so long, though? For so long, or maybe she was kidnapped for a while, and yesterday was the day Zeikun found her, and it just so happened Chain was there. Now it's there. Chain must be caught when Ikuya being in the temple and misunderstood the situation, resulting in their fight. My gut tells me it was Kaichi who took Ikuya, but I consider the possibility that someone else could be after her. whoever it was, they might try again, now that Ikuya is back. I can't rely on Chain anymore, so I have to protect her myself. I don't know what you're gonna do. Embassy, what are we gonna do? How about you stay in my place? We can have some fun together, and I can keep an eye on you in case anything happens. Avi, I don't need protecting, but sure, I'll go anyway. What about your brother? Aren't you taking care of your brother? I feel slightly offended at the first part of this sentence. Hey, I make a good bodyguard. No, you don't. Anyone is a good bodyguard, it would be me. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, Leo, are you going too? Great, we can have a sleepover. Wait, what? It's been so long since we've been to Avi's house, hasn't it? You can't just... Wait, I'm still lost. What's this about a sleepover? Ikuya smiles brightly and loops her arms with mine and Ryoji's, pulling us close. In truth, I doubt Ikuya really feels fine about the situation, so the sleepover will be a good distraction for her. Besides, it really has been a while since the three of us hung out together outside of class. We plan to sleep over for tomorrow because Ryoji has job-related duties today. Let me drink some water. That's us. Let me drink some water. After I enter my room, I drop myself on my bed. I feel tired after what happened last night. While staring out into the backyard, I remember the last time it rained this heavily. I have expect Zeikun to knock on the door again. I wonder how Zeikun's doing. I saw he suffered quite a few injuries. I'd go to the forest, but knowing him, he would tell me to get lost. Yeah, go sleep, go nap, go sleep. Take care of yourself. Night, good night. Hey, Vicky for following me again. Night, night. There are too many things on my mind. I shook my head, feeling weary, and drew out the curtains. Next day, I could have taken water. I get ready for the sleepover after class. The guest room is already prepared for Ryoji, and I haul an extra mattress into my room for Ikuya. It does not take long before the first person arrives. After opening the door for Ikuya, she gazes into the living room with narrowed eyes. Your place looks smaller than I remember. You're the one who got bigger. I'm sure flies fast. Ikuya drops her duffel bag. You mean a duffel bag? Ikuya drops her duffel bag close to the table and takes a seat. I go to the kitchen to grab something to drink. Suddenly, Ryoji pops up behind Ikuya and grabs her shoulders, causing her to jump. Boo! Ikuya twists around to glare at him. I just got traumatized from that attempted kidnapping. Did you really have to? So you should always stay on guard. I was right behind you, but you didn't turn around when I called your name. As Ryoji moves to the couch, he trips over Ikuya's bag and stumbles away. Ugh. Thanks, Karma. I return to the living room, seeing my friends re-enter. You're here early, Ryoji. I thought your after-school activities didn't end till later. They don't, but I told them I had more important things to do. That's scaring the life out of your friend? I'm glad you were your first priority. By the way, I requested a guard for Yukiya, but it seems the police is lacking staff. Apparently, they can't get in contact with one of the investigators, and are scrambling for his replacement. So I volunteered myself, and no one opposed to it. Ryoji glances at Yukiya with a chuckle. I think I'm doing a great job so far. You didn't even notice me. Something shifts in Yukiya's eyes, and I know she's thinking about the past few days. I don't think anything is gonna happen so soon, so you don't have to be scared anyway, Yukiya. With you two around, there is no reason for me to be scared. She smiles innocently and pokes us playfully. Ryoji and Yukiya leave their bags upstairs, and we sit together in the living room, chatting about the things we have recently been into. The three of us don't get to see each other right after school. On top of his class president and club duties, Ryoji frequently helps out his dad at the police office. Meanwhile, Yukiya has been taking care of an older brother, who is easily prone to sickness. We have such busy lives compared to my own dull routine. I think I should have gotten tea. I can feel my throat starting to wear. It feels like time has been moving for everyone except for me. What about you, Avi? What have you been doing? I look up and blink. Nothing much. I've just been at home. That's so boring. Why don't you join the club? You're welcome in any of mine. We're always looking for new members. None of them really catch my interest. Then make new friends? I'm already happy with you two. What about a boyfriend? Actually, I haven't heard anything about your love life. Boyfriend question makes my cheeks flush red. Oh, unless you already have one. Yukiya gives a mischievous smile and turns to Ryoji for help, but he seems curious as well. Oh, is Ryoji not allowed to hear? Eh? What? Or AP? Could it be? Ryoji himself is involved. I wouldn't be mad. Ryoji's mad cute. He's my type. Yukiya wistfully sighs, looking at me and Ryoji, like she's looking at a car crash. Hopeless destiny of love between childhood friends. I shake my head and sigh. Yukiya will not let this go until she is satisfied, so I decided to make something up. There is someone I like, but he is reserved, and I don't often get to speak with him. So you want to spice up the relationship, huh? Relationship? We're just acquaintances. This is the first time I heard you talk about anyone like that. He must be pretty special. Miyoji, you're the expert. I can't talk. You're the relationship expert. Give her some advice. You must be joking. I've never been in a relationship before. You know that I'm horrible at these kinds of stuff. Well, let's say you're in a situation where someone likes you. What do you like? What do you like them to do? Yukiya scratches his head, blushing a little. Both Yukiya and I look at him attentively. I was not expecting the conversation to turn out this way, but now that we're at it, I would like them to be straightforward to avoid confusion. In other words, you would have to tell me in person. That approach might be too direct. It isn't as simple as that. How would I know if you don't say it directly? Honestly though, I'm with Ryoji. I'm not gonna know that you like me unless you kinda tell me, cause I don't read in between words that well. And I'm always like, kindness does not mean that I like you or you like me, you know? People can be kind. People should be kind. Without having the motive of like, oh, now you like me. Oh, you have to date me. I'm just trying to be nice because I'm a nice person, okay? Avi, be yourself around them and act natural. It's better when the person you like is a good friend at the same time. Exactly. Gentlemen, that's when you get friend zoned before having the chance. Well, men should be nice to anyone, regardless of sex and gender. If they like you, they like you. And if they don't, they don't. I don't think my bad habits should be a part of my charm. Don't worry about it. That makes you the cute Ayrivynne now. Feeling flattered, I smile at them. The recent events have been getting to me, but talking to my friends cheers me up. It makes me think about how my life has turned around after meeting Zeikun. We frequently bump into each other, so I considered Zeikun more of an acquaintance than a friend. So then why do I keep worrying about him? Do I actually like him? I want to keep him company since he seems all alone all the time. I think he's just misunderstood. I want him to know that not everyone thinks of him the same way. I want to see him again. After night falls, I make dinner for Ryoji and Ikuya. I feel like having dessert, but I don't have any at home. I'm going to the convenience store, so I'll be right back. Do you want me to go with you? Nah, I can handle it. It isn't that late, and there's not much to buy anyway. With a bag filled with ice cream and delicious treats, I march back home. I'm sure they'll be overjoyed with their favorite treats. It's that! Oh, that was different than before. Before it was a rabbit looking thing. Or was it like hat? When I turn the corner, I bump into something large and furry. I step back and dazed at what stands before me. A huge beast? It looks familiar somehow. There are people passing by, but none of them seem to notice it. Could it be that I'm the only one who can see it? The beast glances at me for a second, then dashes away in the opposite direction. Cat! Okay, so it was a cat. It reminds me of the cat creature I met once before, but this one is a lot bigger. I want to chase it again, but changing my mind. My friends are waiting for dessert, and it's getting dark. I can't believe MC made a good decision about going back home and not chasing after the creature. I wonder if this is what Zeikun meant about spirits within the village. Hey, I'm back. Huh? Where are they? It's oddly silent. I go upstairs to hear voices from my room. Leo G, please be careful. That's not what I think it is, but I think they're painting it to be... They're painting it to be... You know... Not TOS safe. I'm doing my best. Besides, this was your suggestion. This is so difficult. Fine, I'll do it. I hear both of them heaving sighs. Ow, that's my hair. What? Maybe we should move the drawer for more space. That way I can reach it. I can reach for it better. There's no more space. Never mind. You're not making any progress. Move aside. Oh, never mind. You're not making any progress. Move aside. Hey, almost a little more. Whoa! Seriously? What are they doing in there? I enter my room and turn on the switch. I find Ikuya standing in the middle of the room. Ryojin is on his knees, exhaustion clear on his face. Edie, you're finally back! My two friends making weird noises in the dark. This isn't what you think it is. Ikuya was acting silly, so I wanted to put her bunny hair bow on me. Oh, Ikuya was acting silly and wanted to put her bunny hair bow on me. I was trying to get it off, but accidentally got it stuck behind the drawer. The clock bumped against the light switch. I told her to find the switch, but she insisted that I get her both first. Talk about troublesome. But everything's fine now. Ryoji got it back. But everything's fine now. Ryoji already got it back for me. Hehe. I shook my head at these two. Even after all these years, they still act like children. Don't fumble around in the dark. You could have bumped into something and hurt yourself. Oh, I just wanted my bunny ball back. I purchased it from my brother. That's cute. We hit back. But while we got in my room, did y'all were running around in my house? We head back to the living room to dig into the food I bought from the store. We sat for a bit longer until we started to feel sleepy. I pulled Ikuya into my room. Ryoji starts to follow us, but I stop him, pointing to the guest room. Why am I the only one sleeping in a different room? I don't want you to stare at us while we're changing. What kind of a person do you think I am? A closet pervert? Ryoji rolls his eyes at me, stifling a laugh. But it's not afraid that you two are having fun in the other room. It's so lonely. Shut up and be lonely. I pushed into the guest room and closed the door. Oh, poor Ryoji. He has no choice. My room can't fit 3 people. I'm sure he understands. Oh, this takes me back to the elementary school sleepovers we had. You should do this more often. It's so fun. Yeah, I agree. With Ikuya beside me, I don't have to worry about her. Shortly after, I fall asleep with a smile. A strange noise suddenly wakes me up. I open my eyes and rub my face. Why are you in my room? Why? Whoa. Why are you in my room? Sir? Hi! He covers my mouth with his hand before I can scream. Moving his face closer, he whispers. I wasn't expecting you to wake up. Interesting how easily you pick up my presence compared to everyone else. Thank you for bringing the other cursed soul. It saved me. Ikuya is a cursed soul too? Thank you for bringing me the other cursed soul. Saved me the trouble of searching for her. Again? I wrestle against his grip, but he effortlessly grabs my wrist with his other hand. Ikuya, you... Yes, it was me. This time, I'll take you both. No! Ryoji will feel so guilty. Like how that's happening. Yes, it will. Unfortunately, our game ends here, Avi. No way! He can read my thoughts? I need to get him away from Ikuya. While Kachi has pinned down my arms, I can still move my legs. I forcefully shove a knee into his guts, causing him to pull back. It's only then that I realize he's floating a few inches above me. I grab Kachi by the arm as I throw open the window, shoving him out of my room. I quickly slam it shut before he could react. What the heck? I wait for him to materialize back into my room, but he remains outside, frowning at me. He can appear and disappear as he likes, but it must only work for places with entry points. Suddenly, he flies downward. It will not be long until he returns. I have to get him away from the house. I leap off my bed and start. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I saw something happen on my phone. I leap off my bed and silently head for the guest room, barging with a knocking and shake Ryoji awake. The kidnapper's here! Stay here! Protect Yuki while I lure him away. Avi, what? His sleepy face looks me confused and in confusion, but sensing the urgency in my voice, he nods. Taking an umbrella with me. The umbrella again? Taking an umbrella with me as a weapon, I head out. It's not like I want to kill Kaichi, but he is being very annoying right now. With a conk on the head might do him some good. I have not done any research on ways to stop a Shinigami, but I'm sure he must have some kind of weakness. Oh, you taking me on alone? I feel his breath on the back of my neck. Surprised, I turn around and swing my umbrella, but I hit nothing. Then he appears before me, smirking, as black smoke rises from his shadow. Knowing him and his dirty tricks, I descended right into the street. I wish I had powers like Zeikun. This is hardly a fair match. After a while, I turn my head and realize that Kaichi is right behind me. When he reaches his arm out to me, I think I'm done for. There's something jumps between us, causing Kaichi to hold back. It's the spirit I saw earlier. It stands protectively before me and growls at Kaichi. I see you brought company. Not that it'll help. He raises an arm and the sight suddenly materializes in his hand. Without communication, the two start to fight. Kaichi's attacks are grand. The spirit slips through them, smooth like butter. I worry about the spirit, but it seems to be defending itself well. However, it cannot seem to land an attack of its own. Wanting to help, I wait for an opening before I leap forward, swinging my umbrella at Kaichi. He dodges and moves away from either of us, lowering his sights. Too good for someone isn't exactly fair. It's just the one who uses his Shinigami powers whenever he wants. You're always so amusing. This is a waste of time. Better off taking an easier prey. He turns away and heads back in the direction of my house. Oh no! He's after Ikuya! I bow politely to the spirit before rushing back home. The house is silent when I get back. I go upstairs to find Ikuya still asleep, with Ryoji sitting on the floor beside her. It seems like Kaichi has not yet arrived. Are you alright? Where'd you go? Don't worry, I'm unharmed. I went after the kidnapper, but he got away. Avi, you're taking two crazy actions. Why didn't you call me for help? Who else is gonna protect Ikuya? She's still asleep. I'm surprised that her ability to sleep through all this. That's so typical of her. I'll file a report to the office tomorrow. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you both safe. Did you see the kidnapper's face? Yeah, but he isn't anyone from the village. A tall, blonde man with green eyes. He wears a white t-shirt and a black sweater vest. Ryoji mumbles at the time mark and nods slightly. Well, we're not dealing with... Never mind. Thank you, Ryoji. I think we should stay separated. The perpetrator knows where I live. No, so he might return. Perhaps Yukio can stay at the office for a while? Given that reason, you should come too. I have a better idea. Call out for guards around my place to set a trap. Next time they will surely catch him. Ryoji frowns and rubs his head. I hope you know what you're doing. With Chain out of commission, he has no enemies to keep him at bay. Ryoji, you should head back to sleep. I'll watch over Ikuya. By the way, before you go to bed, make sure to keep the windows closed. Good night, Evie. Let me take a sip of water. I need water, man. Woohoo. Oh. The next day, I decided to check in Zeikun. I have no clue where Zeikun might be, but I think to check the temple first. There are guards to the entrance of the forest, but I avoid them by taking a different path. I hope he's okay. He get his horns out. Whew. I find Zeikun in the corner. His clothes are torn from last night's battle with the chain, and I notice wet blood still seeping through the fabric. The injuries must not have healed yet. Then I realize he looks different. Horns stick out from either side of his head, and a dark aura surrounds him. He looks almost like a demon. Is he really? He senses my presence and looks at me with fierce, narrow eyes, recoiling like a wounded beast. I freeze up at his glare, not dare to come close. His expression softens when he realizes just me. Oh, just you. The parts of his form. I thought you were already aware of it. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't sure. Are you scared now? I shake my head, unable to look away. His captivating appearance renders me speechless. Thinking back on all the times I spent with him, I never imagined Zeikun would be like this. He matches my gaze, considering something. When I step closer, he suddenly raises an arm, a ball of light suddenly forming at his fingertips. He launches it at me without another word. Huh? What? I reflectively raise my arms to shield myself. However, the ball slips to something and bursts into particles just before it could reach me. What happened? Ooh. God was right. What do you mean? You're one of those blessed souls. He knows about this too? Blessed? I even told my soul's cursed. He raises an eyebrow at my statement. Cursed, you say? Only a curse to demons. Only a curse to demons, since you are immune to their spells. Wait, I'm confused. Why are you here anyway? He must have told you that I was dangerous. That night, Shane told me that Zeikun was a demon, but I still don't believe he's the same from the demon from the legends. You saved me, and my friend too. He shoots another spell at me. This time, I do not budge. It vanishes into thin air once again. So now you're acting tough. However, your barrier doesn't work against the physical attacks. Jason stands and walks towards me. I remain in my spot, lifting my chin to gaze defiantly at him as he approaches. Both his height and his appearance make him intimidating, but I do not back off. He reaches for me but stops short, meeting my gaze. Have you changed your opinion of me yet? Your injuries will get worse if you keep pushing yourself. Worry about yourself, idiot. Zeikun lets out a sigh and pulls away from me, mumbling in his usual tone. I hate being stared at when I'm in this form. I'm sorry, you just look so intriguing. You're not as terrifying as I thought you'd be. I can thank you for saving Ikuya. She's doing fine now. I knew you wouldn't hurt people. You both carry the same air about you. Do you mean she's cursed? I mean, blessed too. There are different types of blessings. I don't know what they are. Yours seems like some sort of a shield. Most blessed ones tend to reflect spells. You can't be possessed by demons or spirits. Ironically, that makes them even more attractive to some species. Basically, forbidden apples. This is why you should stay away, not get involved in dangerous affairs. He crosses his arms and gives me a serious expression. I feel like a child being lectured. 2 moments pass in silence before he finally sighs and changes the topic. What are you going to do now that you know my identity? Sorry, my ear. Oh my god, I'm like super tired, even though I got like a lot of sleep last night. I'm going to spread the truth and change your reputation. If they know that you mean no harm, then the occultists will stop hunting for you. It's useless to try to change mindset. It's been the same for centuries. Even if they know the truth, there will always be a scapegoat. That's enough reason for them to hate me for all of the misfortune. I won't do much good either way. In the end, you'll be the one who gets hurt. So just give it up. I'm not giving up. Do you really think that telling them the truth would solve everything? People believe what they want to believe. The fact remains that I'm a demon living in this forest. There's no use convincing people who also don't listen. I'll make them listen. What do you even know about me? But my chest ached when he directs his words at me. That gives me more reason to understand you. Aren't you the hypocrite here? I keep giving you the benefit of the doubt, but you have a fixed view of me. For a moment, his expression softens. He looks as if he wants to say something to me, but quickly shakes his head. Don't trouble yourself over this. But I don't want to worry about this. You should show the villagers you're not a bloodthirsty killer demon. You know, the one way to change their minds is to expel the doubts about you. Maybe we work together with the investigators to catch the real culprits. I don't like them. Silence falls between us after Zeikun makes clear he does not want to change his reputation, nor accept help. His words make sense, of course. It is difficult to change how people think. Have I been doing the impossible all this time? No way. There must be a way. After all, stories don't always stay the same after being passed down countless times. He sits down near a futon. I follow, taking a seat next to him. Being this close to him, I can see his wounds clearly. The bloodstains on his clothes are so dark, they almost look like ink. It's already been days. Why didn't you heal yourself? You did it to me once. This will work in my own body. The bullets were enchanted, but I've already removed them. It just takes a long time to heal. He averts his gaze, turns face away. I wonder if this is the first time he's got hurt this badly. I imagine he hasn't been involved in an intense conflict in a long time. That means he's been sitting in this corner, trying to let it heal naturally. But who knows how long? He must be so lonely. Is Zeikun aware of modern medicine, like pills, antiseptics, such? Or has he never bothered to look into it, because he never trusted to step into the village? How's that man doing? Oh, you mean Shane? He's been unconscious since your fight. I didn't mean to. Never mind. I think he was under the misconception that you took Ikuya. Because of that, he wanted me dead? He's after supernatural beings, so perhaps he suspected you as the demon. Do you? Of course not. Oh, he's smiling! Zeikun looks at me, and then shakes his head while hiding a smile. He lets out a deep sigh and lifts his chin to stare up at the ceiling. You're right. I'm not the demon they speak about in myths and stories. That would be my grandmother. She grew greedy for power, leading the demons to turn against her. That's what caused all the bad rumors too. She eventually reaped what she sowed, failing to find its way back. Now those left was this forest. So was the grandmother the demon we were with in Sachiro's route? So obviously we were talking to a female demon in Sachiro's route when we were like transported into the past. Maybe that was her. This place is my only memory of her, so I stayed to protect it. With this collar, I'm chained to this place. It was her last gift. It sounds more like a curse than a gift. She locked your freedom away. I was given a purpose to live. I don't care about the rest. When I was younger, I thought of leaving, but I gave up on that idea. Since these stories have been around for a long time, does that mean you are as old as this forest? I'm just as old as I look. You could have lived centuries with that iron face. I pity you for being misjudged all the time. It's what I deserve for what my ancestors have done. No, it's not what you deserve. What your ancestors did is what they did, but you the person, you can change that. You can make changes. This is your life. You are you. Their actions don't decide your fate. Exactly. Even if I change my fate, my past stays fixed. People are so fixated on your history. Well, we try to understand history so we can avoid repeating mistakes. But I'll admit that it doesn't always work. People stick to what they believe. You finally understand what I'm getting at. Right now, I have nowhere else to go. I can only protect this forest. Zeikun scratches his head. It takes some time to get used to, but this place isn't that bad. There are spirits living here, most of which can protect themselves from humans. Suddenly, small glowing balls of light materialize into the air and start dancing around me. Shaped like marshmallows, they have characters written on them. Girl and boy. Boy should be Otoko, and girl should be girl is it's not Ojo, right? If you can see them, they have decided to open up to you. Oh my, I can't believe the spirits look this cute. I watch them float in the air. They seem fun. They seem fun to play around with. I notice Zeikun watching me with an amused smile. It's the first time I've seen an expression like that. Can't help but blush. Most of them live in the forest, but there are a few wandering in the village as well. Some have harmful intentions, though, so it's better not to trust any of them. Spirits and humans are not supposed to get along anyway. Would they attack humans? My job is to protect them from others, not the other way around. Wow, this is a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view, yeah. I've always been scared of things I can't touch, but you showed me a different side of them. Anyway, I think I figured out why so many people are getting possessed. There should be a guardian in this village who keeps corrupted spirits in check. He disappeared a while ago. I don't know what happened to him. Sachiro! I know numerous priests say the guardian I'm talking about is not human. He originally lived in this temple, long before I got here. I wasn't familiar with him, but I know that he purifies the spirit. If he had been here, I wouldn't be in this mess to begin with. Oh, because we did Sachiro's route. Sachiro was present. Zeikun wasn't here. That's why we didn't see him at all. Is the guardian a demon like him, or something else? Aichi's the only other supernatural being I know, but he definitely isn't a guardian. We could continue talking until night falls. Zeikun shares more about himself, like, oh, he wants to treat demons and villagers as equals, yet distances himself from the latter. And if he did engage with the villagers, it was only to tell them off. That sounds familiar. He also said that he never met someone as persistent as I am, since I was the only one who stuck around despite his warnings. By the way, how did you get past the investigators at the entrance? I took a detour using off-limit routes. You really are asking for trouble. Well, the worst thing that can happen to me is getting lost, but I have a map. Your people must be slacking off from missing a trespassing little girl. In that case, it might be safe to head out. Where are you going? None of your concern. You might as well head home. Let's save. Oop. Let's go with him. I want to go with you. Let me go with you. I don't want to be left alone. You don't even know where He looks at me reluctantly, scratching his head. Might be better than leaving you alone. I'll lead you out of the forest after I'm done. Hey. I was waiting till like the next day, but I gotta go use the bathroom, you guys. I gotta use it bad. We mute this. I'll be right back. Hi, bathroom break. Bathroom break, everyone. Bathroom break. Go get a drink. Maybe get a snack. Yeah.
Okay, I think we gotta talk to this dude to get it started.
What the hell is Stefan?
Oh, the main event, he said. Do you want to? That's the dude that we let in. Remember?
Oh!
The criminal? The criminal?
I forgot. Oh, the sweating one.
Oh wait, but I died.
We have 3 lives.
Oh.
Remember? Did we get this one last time, or was that with someone else? I can't remember.
I think we got stuck. I think you got stuck somewhere.
Yeah. Whoa, wait,
God.
whoa.
Oh god,
Wait.
it's too fast for me.
Why are we going so fast?
I got ink.
Oh, what?
Oh god. Why?
Ah! Oh, oh, come on!
Oh my god, I just... Oh god.
What?
Oh god. Oh my god. What was that? Oh god. We
Ah!
just had to make it to the end, right?
I think so.
Both of us?
Ah!
Oh god. I'm ready. You're almost there.
Where
I'm
am I going?
spectating you.
Where am I going? Ah!
You just keep going straight.
Oh, snap!
Oh my god, don't go down.
Ah! Wait! Oh my god.
Oh god, you got it. You're there, you're there.
No!
I'm like in the wall. Can I get out? Oh. Nope.
Oh no!
Where am I? I'm like stuck in my sled.
Oh, I see. Oh, and Nathaniel, he's so tall and strong.
Speak like that in front of me! Don't speak like that in front of me! You're hurting my heart! Oh, I will win her over. I would do it with my masculine iron bars.
No way! I find it very suspicious how you keep saying that. That's true. You're always being so standoffish. No doubt you're up to this or that. What did you say? What did we do?
If that made it one of them, then one of them is lying. No
What?
shit, bro. No fucking shit. Ow. Don't cry. Tell us what you know.
Okay. I did see someone with a mask once. She handed something to him. And I think that's what she was doing. I'm back. Desktop. Here we go. Everyone ready? Got water, a snack. Get comfortable again. Okay. The area is surrounded by mist, which thickens as you walk further. Oops. Me. I stick to him as close as possible so that I will not lose him. A sauna! A hot spring? Oh. Are we gonna... Steam rises from the water and lingers in the air. This must be the source of the mist then. Zeikun suddenly starts stripping. Zeikun, what are you doing? I can't reach my body fully clothed. The fabric is in the way. It's not what I meant. Since we're already here, why don't you take a bath too? I profusely shake my head, my cheeks heating up. It's probably just the hot steam. Why not? It's there's nothing to worry about. Zeikun gives me a look over from head to feet, then averts his eyes. There's nothing to see anyway. Excuse me? Ugh, I'm offended. Hello? Ugh, rude. What do you mean? I feel even more flustered after his words. I turned away from him when he unwrapped his sash from his waist. Then it simply hits my shoulder and I grab it on instinct, growing more flustered when I realized they were his clothes. He goes dry for me. This man, this is fucking loud. I hear splashing water as you walk into the spring hot springs. Hearing the noises behind me made me flinch. What am I blushing for? I didn't even see anything. Maybe I should give him some privacy. I'm about to step away when I hear a sharp intake of breath. Worried that something happened, I turn around. Well, he undid his braid too. Wait, he didn't have a tattoo on his back before, right? Or did we not see it? This is the first time we're seeing him without a shirt, right? My gaze is immediately locked on his body. Most of his wounds have already stopped bleeding, but I cannot tear my eyes away from the large scars running down his back. In a way, he almost looks vulnerable. My cheeks grow hotter. Zeikun notices my stare and calls out to me. Did you decide to join after all? No. Can I wash your hair instead? Thanks, I owe you for saving me. I might as well repay the favor. He glances at me speechlessly, but then gestures to come. I fold his clothes neatly, put them down before approaching him nervously. I feel my heart beating faster. Even though I offered, I was not really prepared for this. I kneel by the edge of the spring as Zeikun waves closer to me. I've never looked at him up close. I did not realize how handsome he was. I wondered if it's really okay to approach him like this. I reach out and take his hair by my hand. In my hand, I use my fingers to comb through it, occasionally scooping water to rinse it. When I accidentally touch his skin, he moves away. Sorry. Did it hurt? No, I just don't like being approached from behind. This as you can tell from the scars, it never ends well. There are wounds that can't fully heal. After all, I'm not immortal. Most live by demons, others humans. Zeikun averts his gaze and comes back to me. I gently pat his head in an attempt to comfort him. I watch him loosen up, and I'm glad he's more relaxed now. When I comb his hair away from the right shoulder, my fingers accidentally brush over his scars. This time, he stays put. I thought no human ever caught sight of you. What happens to them? I don't think any of them took me for the demon, but I had no choice other than to drive them away. I may even injured some of them. Do you hate me for it? No? My grandma used to make sure humans didn't survive when they stumbled into the forest. I am still not convinced. In my realm, death is common, but I thought humans put more value to life. Why do you keep walking down this path? Well, you can't judge the ones who do. They always have a reason. If you're trying to chase me away, you can stop. You know, my impression of you hasn't changed since we first met. You saved me time and time again, even though you weren't fond of me. Your heart is good. I knew from those moments that you weren't the bloodthirsty demon everyone talks about. He remains quiet while I continue to stare. He doesn't really show it, but I think he does care about what the villagers think. If only they knew his true nature. For that reason, I avoid people. I feel more comfortable being near the forest anyway, that I can keep a close eye on spirits. I just want to live in peace, stay out of the affairs going on out there. If only they would leave me alone. His last words become a whisper. I cannot see his expression, but his voice sounds so sad. I wonder if that is really what he wants. If he really didn't care about his reputation, he wouldn't bring all of us up. I traced the stars with my fingers. They don't look like simple stab wounds. He must have let his guard down to have taken such bigger hits. Lost in my thought, I almost don't hear Zeikun's next words. Thank you. The corners of my mouth smile. Curl. At hearing this. If you excuse me, I'm going out. What? Right! I turn away as he steps out. As they're getting dressed, I notice all of the visible wounds have healed. I stare at his. Oh my god! I stare at his long hair and offer to braid it. I stand behind him when he sits on a rock. My fingers comb through the fine strands. I wonder if all demons have such beautiful features. I think I used to know how to braid, but I really don't do anything with my hair. Nothing special. I just comb it, and that's kind of all I do. When it's full moon, this place turns into a healing spring. We bathe together. If you bathe together with a demon or other powerful species, it will heal even humans from minor injury. Well, too bad I missed this golden opportunity. Next time, maybe. That night, Zeikun brings me home, saying that the streets were dangerous, but he wanted to assure my safety. Thank you for visiting me today. Oh my, it's the first time he's thanked me so openly. Speechless. Although you shouldn't come too often. With that many people investigating the forest, you might get caught. Stay home. I'll visit you instead if necessary. My eyes widen at his words. Did I hear that right? Most spirits are active at night, but don't do anything stupid. Like that night you ran off to the forest. I can't help it if evil things like those possessed people are attracted to me. If you need my help, just call me by sending the spirits. He opens his clenched fist to reveal 2 spirits from before. Bring over it. They float towards me before disappearing into thin air. They're invisible, but they'll be guarding you. I can't believe you're doing this much for me. Hey, Zeikun. It's nothing. He turns away and dashes off into the streets. The weekend passes by peacefully. I rush to school with one thing on my mind. Kaichi, once I find you, when I catch you, Kaichi. I assume the chances of bumping into him again are small. He must be aware that I'm not in a good mood. I make my way to the elite class area, anyway, in the hopes of getting a hint on how to find him. On the way, I accidentally bump into a girl heading in the same direction. Judging from her usual uniform, she must be an unusual uniform. She must be an elite student. I've never seen this person before, but she looks cute. I quickly apologized around and continued to run. I noticed the teacher going for a lunch break. As if Lucas is by my side, they're working together. I think Haichi and the angel, I forget her name, are working together. They're plotting something. I don't think she's an angel at all. Kaichi finds sitting. I find Kaichi sitting in the classroom, surrounded by a few other students and no teacher. Hey, you're not permitted to be here. Let's save. I'm gonna drag him out. I glance at him and walk in, ignoring his words. Grabbing his arm, I pull him up and drag him out with me forcefully. Hey, where are we going? We can't make a scene in front of these people. You sure got guts to show up at school after what happened last week. An honor student, like those factors, I always attend. Don't think I'll easily forgive you for trying to hurt my friend twice. I pin him against the wall and look down at him with a devilish expression. What shall I do with naughty little boys? Aware that he is defenseless, he only forced an innocent smile. Beating up a student won't improve your reputation. I've knocked out the first few verses before. What do I have to lose anyway? We're at school. I'm aware of that, but I saw your teacher going for his lunch break. He won't be back for a while. What might be better? I can report you to the police. Oh, what might be better? I can report you right to the police. There will be more witnesses that day. I have a piece of information. It might be interesting to you. Shall we make it truth? His eyes look directly at me. I can tell it's not a lie. He stares in relief after I lose my grip. Pressing my arms, I wait for what he has to say. Alright. You know that people keep going missing the past few days? I was at your place on Friday, and everything that happened that night was not my doing. Huh? Wait. What happened on Friday? I feel like I'm missing something. As if I'm going to listen to you. That forest demon was there. It would have been troublesome if he saw me. I believe he was referring to Zeikun. Does that mean Zeikun was watching us that night, even when he was wounded? I asked him for a while. I stared at him for a while. He does not break into sweat. He must be telling the truth. Actually lowers his voice. Someone or something taking people's souls, and the bodies left behind become living corpses. In other words, they turn into zombies. How is that even possible? There must be a way to put the soul back, right? Well, look at me. I'm not a necromancer. Even if the soul is returned, the heart is in no condition to be. Even if the soul is returned, when the heart is in no condition to beat again, it will remain dead. How are you supposed to catch such a twisted person? By the way, how many souls have you collected? How many do you have left to collect? I only took 2 souls, and I still have to get the souls of you and your friend. Many were taken and turned into evil spirits. Once those souls are corrupted, it becomes harder for me to take them. Can't you change them back? I only have one job, which is collecting cursed souls. I don't have powers for anything else. That means there's a third party involved. I think it's the angel. The quote-unquote angel. You refer to those souls as cursed. Why? You haven't told me how cursed souls differ from normal ones. Because It isn't something you should have. It goes against order. Demons are attracted to you. Only Shinigami can purify your soul, so you can live normally in your next life. In your next life. Most of the crystal ones would willingly give up their current life because they couldn't tolerate demons to bother them. There are some advantages of having this curse, like an ability of getting possessed. I can't think of why anyone would want to stay cursed. I think it's more of a blessing rather than a curse, not being tainted. So far, you're the only supernatural being that's attracted to me. Taichi rolls his eyes and lets out a sigh. Anyway, just know that there are more deaths than I have taken lives. It really wasn't your doing. That was what I've been trying to say the whole time. Why would I take an extra 100 souls for no reason? Even so, you're still guilty. I won't let you get Ikuya and me. As if I'm going to listen to you. With a disapproving expression, I pinched his cheeks. Juggling my grip, tries to escape, but his efforts are useless. I will spill your identity if you don't stop the kidnapping. Like anyone would believe you. You know, people. You never know what people will believe. I finally let him go, and I glare at him once again. He rubs his cheek and turns away. You will get this. I leave his area and head to my own classroom. Today we are getting our exam results back. I cannot read today, guys. I'm having such a hard difficulty reading. There's nothing to worry about. I know I'll pass like I always do. Baby, how much did you score? A 94% mark? I knew studying will help. Leoji looks away, flustered. I grab a score sheet and take a look. 72% isn't bad, though. You must have cheated to score that high. Oh, come on, Leoji. Don't be a sore loser. I studied hard for this. Next time, better. Classes passed by quickly, and it occurs to me that it's almost the holidays. And I'm not really looking forward to them. My friends are going on a trip. I will not be able to see them as often. I did my best to pay attention during math, but my focus shifts to two classmates whispering to each other. I start exorcist training this week. It's gonna be awesome. I'm going to explore evil spirits and maybe even the force demon. After we drive them all away, the disappearances will finally stop. We can live in peace. That sounds like a waste of time. I'm serious. The demon is the cause of all this chaos. There'll be a ceremony at the shrine on Saturday. You should join me. Together, we'll explore the demon. That's too unrealistic for students to do. Exorcisms are not in my league anyway. You really not going to join as a trainee. You can come watch me. You'll experience something awesome. Normally people won't get this chance. You're lucky we're friends. Fine. I have nothing on my schedule anyway. Bad. Zeikun hasn't done anything. Yet everyone thinks he's evil. I have to tell them about what they're planning. A few days later. Oh, I'm stretched. Oh, I'm tired. Why am I so tired? You guys, my eyes are so tired. Let me get my water. I should have grabbed another water bottle. Water. I have not seen Kaichi since that day. expected him to come after me again, but it seems like he's behaving himself after my warning. Ikuya has also been looking fine, attending classes regularly. Zeikun has been on my mind for the past few days. I keep worrying if he was discovered or something happened to him. I tried to visit the forest, but there were too many investigators on standby, making it impossible to find an opening to slip through. After class, I head to the library to borrow a few books with Ikuya and Ryoji. While I'm here, I decided to research more about the demon. It's not surprising that the library has many books about it. I take every book related to temples. Not at the temple. How many horror stories about a regular priest whose life changes forever after he accidentally finds stone deity statues walking around when the moon rises. There are even fictional stories about it. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but I was unaware of how popular the theme is. Ayrivynne, did I tell you they've already caught one of the murderers? Huh? Really? The traces led us to the abandoned mansion, where we found him dead. They initially assumed that it was a suicide. There were signs of struggle, so he was probably killed. We have yet to identify him, but he's our age. Our age? A student was responsible for all the cruel killings? Was there anything odd about him? What do you mean? Well, I was kidnapped. Maybe it's the same person. Have you memories return, Ikuya? I've been doing my best to remember what happened. I think he's strong enough to do it. No, I'm sure the real culprit is out there somewhere. Ayrivynne's right. The killer was found acting individually. It was obvious when you look at the killing methods. Ryoji, what would the cops do if the culprit, I don't know, happens to be supernatural? I don't know. It's never happened. It's never happened. Besides, are there even supernaturals in this village? Yes. Yeah? How are you two so sure? Especially you, Ayrivynne. Tell me what the skeptic has experienced. I forgot the main character was the skeptic. What I'm about to tell you may sound ridiculous, but I'm giving it a try anyway. I was kidnapped by a Shinigami, and a demon came to my rescue. He also saved me multiple times when I was on the verge of death. There are many rumors going on about him, but barely any of them are true. Him? Are you sure he was a demon? The real forest demon was sealed away. He's just a relative of hers. I saw it with my own eyes when he transformed into a demon. A lot of the blame is being put on him, even though he has nothing to do about it. Are you referring to the crimson-haired man who saved me? Yeah, he's the current forest demon. Wow, I knew there was something mysterious about him. Never thought he was hiding this. After what you told us, it makes sense now. I feel bad for what he's going through. Rumors are one thing, but people that keep them going are something else. You're right, Yuya. We can also Ryoji, who seems to be in deep thought. Would he believe us? He's the only one who knows. He is the only one who has not experienced anything strange so far. Alright, I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I mean, even Ikuya trusts this demon when she was so scared of him in the beginning. Anyway, it seems the remaining murderer had it behind the forest demon rumors and is feeding off the attention. Fact of the matter, the murders are still ongoing. We haven't identified all of the perpetrators yet. I'm in on you with this. I'm embarrassed to say that the cops haven't been able to make much progress. They have been working hard, yet the number of victims continue to increase. At some point, they even questioned if there's a mole in the team slowing down the investigation. They had to keep track of each investigator. It was not the case, obviously. But with Yoji, the team did make progress. If it weren't for the private guards, I think more victims will fall. I understand your frustration. Please don't blame yourself. Ikuya swings an arm around Yoji's shoulder and gives him a reassuring smile. Yoji nods slowly in response and rubs his neck. I know he's been working very hard to solve the cases as well. You should have at least a few leads after the investigating been doing. Well, I asked Ikuya to help with reporting suspicious people. I think you should tell Avi, since you experienced it firsthand. I saw someone walking on the wall like he just defied gravity. Walked straight into it. Walked straight up it like it was nothing. Are you sure you didn't just dream it? It was early evening, and I was on my way home when I saw it. I think the person was chasing someone. Your story makes the situation even more creepy. Walking in walls can definitely help hide your tracks. Even so, we haven't found any clues on the walls at the crime scene, so it probably isn't related. I'll keep it in mind though, for now. Either way, are you still looking into new residents? We only have a few left to check up on, but they are still on the list of suspects. Again, if it happens to be none of them, then that's one less possibility. We continue bouncing theories. Bouncing theories until the sky grows dark. I want to do more research, so I stay a bit longer while Ikuya and Ryoji head home. This is a whole archive of information about the forest demon. Curious, I browsed through it. One of the oldest records mentions a female voice. It would give people advice on how to solve the problems using dark energy. It was not reported what these people ended up doing. My grandmother was such a pain. He's in the library! He's here! A sudden voice startles me, and I drop the documents. Papers scattered on the floor. I turn to see Zeikun behind a bookshelf. He looks in my direction with his arms crossed. This person surprises me. The library is the last place I would expect to encounter him. Doing research about the demon, I can simply tell you about her. I nod. I can't really nod anymore, but I nod. Scramble to the floor to pick up the papers. He moves out of the shadows and extends a hand, using strings of light to collect the papers I dropped. With that kind of method, he does not need to bend down at all. Once he hands the pile to me, we both take a seat at a nearby table, with him opposite me. I'm still dazed at his appearance. Quickly check my surroundings and notice that no one else is around. Zeikun is focused on me. He leans on his arm and seems to be waiting for me to say something. Hi, Zeikun. I didn't know you were familiar with this place. My first time here. Other people collect and share information in a place called a library. I was curious about what the humans are interested in, only to find a bunch of lies. Well, not everything is true. Not everything is a true account of history. We have many fictional stories here. I know that much. What I'm talking about is the historical section. How can you be sure of authenticity? There's nothing else we can rely on. It's not like we were there at the event. So stupid that you believe everything. What should I believe then? I feel like he takes me for someone stupid, but I do not know what else to say other than my honest opinion. Cross my arms, feeling insecure that he is looking down on me. Silence falls between us. After a moment, he turns to me. His expression softens as he starts speaking. Ooh! I don't think we'll ever get to see any of these, but I mean, they drew out the silhouettes, so obviously we might be able to see all these characters. Let me get this up too. The forest has been guarded by my bloodline for generations. I keep the memories of my ancestors. It's a passing ritual. Obviously, I don't remember everything. What is forgotten can't be passed on. The previous successor, my grandmother, is the reason things went wrong. What about your mother? Your mom or your dad? Interesting that it skipped your parents and just went to you. But I don't blame her. She went mad because she was driven to a corner, and that caused the rumors to form and spread. That's exactly what I said! What about your parents? Did guardians skip a generation? My father was supposed to become her successor, but he accidentally got caught in some sort of summoning ritual. The humans feared his appearance and killed him right after. That's so sad. My mother was there too, but she was unable to help my father. She received all the blame after my grandmother found out what happened to her son. Your mom looks pretty, by the way. This is how I lost both my parents. Wait, did your own grandmother kill her own daughter-in-law? Are you feeling sorry for me? Mourning over their deaths won't bring them back. I only treasure the memories I had with them. The best I can do is remember. I rest my arms on the table and gaze down. I will never forgive my grandmother for causing another loss. She was all I had. Little Zeikun stares at the back of a woman in bloody clothes, who must see just as his grandmother. The grassy field is drenched in dark liquid. There's a body lying at grandmother's feet. Oh, Zeikun. Huh? She's gone to sleep. Let her rest for a little while. Why is she sleeping out in the open? Don't worry about it, Zay. It is best to leave her alone for a while. I'm not oblivious, Grandma. Save the innocent talk for someone else. As your son, I have the right to know why you did this. Leave. No. I said leave. Leave now! Once little Zeikun turns his back, the woman approaches him with an ominous expression and raises her arm at the child. Is that how he got some of her scars? Knowing she's up to something, Zeikun turns around. Just then, the woman wraps her arms around him. Your mother betrayed my son. I had to do this. Forgive me for what I've done. Zay, you're still so young. I'm sorry. The only child I ever had was taken away from me. I can't. The woman holds little Zeikun tightly in her arms while she starts crying. Between her sobs, she tries to speak. You're the only relative I have left. I will take care of you and raise you like my own son. I wanted to pass the duty as forest guardian onto someone in my bloodline. But... Grandmother clutches the child so hard that her nails dig into her shoulders. Her scars. Little Zeikun keeps himself still, even when it started bleeding. Seeing his grandmother like this, he places his hands on top of hers. We'll be alright, Grandma. I'm stunned every second shares the memory. I can barely comprehend how he must have felt during that moment. Zeikun. It happened a long time ago. At the time, I didn't understand what was going on, but I have a different opinion now. The incident. Is that how your grandmother changed her view of humans? Not really. What else would she kill my mother first instead of going straight for the villagers? She wasn't pleased about the incident, of course. She left them alone for the most part. However, other demons started to appear in the village. They killed and ate a ton of spirits living in the forest. Grandmother couldn't deal with them all by herself, so she asked the villagers for help. She reluctantly passed blessings under them, granting power. They helped out, but then turned against her after a while. Meanwhile, other demons influenced the villagers. She wasn't the only one using this card. She had to deal with both demons and the villagers. To being alone, she sought for power. In the end, she was sealed away and died, still not holding onto her beliefs. I'm speechless. After listening to his story, the puzzle is slowly coming together in my head. However, since this is Zaikun's retelling of the stories, telling of the events, some pieces are still missing. Hey, Zeikun, thank you for telling me this. In the past, no one is bothered with it anymore. No one. But it left marks that continue to this day. Your grandmother's mistakes of trusting the wrong people may have influenced you, but you choose your own path. I'm not in the place to say, considering how people treated you, but I hope you will see a different light. Zeikun shifts his gaze to me at my last words. He seems to be thinking, but finally snorts and stays silent. Shortly later, the library closes. Zeikun walks me home. It appears he's going the same direction too. I give him a grateful smile before parting ways. 2 days pass eventually. I go to class as usual, but I can't get Zeikun's story out of my head. On my way back from the canteen, I hear a conversation between my teacher and a woman. How are your students? They may have been doing well. I'll warn them like you told me to. Such events never happened in this village before. How dangerous is this person? I cannot reveal too much information about our investigations, as it may cause misinformation to spread. But I will say that the mystery around the I'm trying to talk fast, but it's not working. I will say that the mystery around the disappearances and the deaths is more complex than it seems. There may not be only one person involved. This might sound ridiculous, but we're thinking of taking those rumors about the forest demon into consideration. We believe the killer is hiding behind the demon's name, so understanding the rumors might give us clues to their patterns. If you have anything to contribute, we gladly want to hear it. I'll be glad to help. Thinking about it, I don't know much about the negative rumors about the demon. I recall the contents of my textbook a while ago. The dark truth is never mentioned in it. My curiosity has piqued once again. I make a quick stop at the library to borrow some books about the subject, then head straight home. I try to keep my thoughts together as I browse through the books. Zeikun told me about his grandmother, but very little about everything else. Even though the stories are not about him specifically, I want to know what rumors he has been dealing with. Many locals believe it was the result of a curse brought about to the village and sought for priests to drive the demon away. Their efforts were futile, and all hope seemed to be lost. One day, several blessed individuals appeared. They managed to steal the demon away forever. Makes sense that the blessed people are able to fight the demons. Are blessings passed down through generations? That means that my ancestors sealed Zeikun's grandmother's away. In the legend, the demon cursed a few villagers. That part is true. The curse is passed from generation to generation, and now I'm collecting the currently cursed souls before the cycle can continue. However, not everyone was at ease. Some believed it was only the demon that lived in the forests. Others thought the curse still lingered. No one else has seen anything in the forest of late. Biologists and priests have proven the forest is safe, but fear still lies in people's hearts. Right now, the fear is directed towards Zeikun, even though he has nothing to do with his grandmother's past. He doesn't want to be involved, yet is forced to. Is it really hopeless to convince the villagers that the current forest demon is not dangerous? Suddenly, I heard a noise close by. My guess might be off, but it sounds like it came from the roof. I ignore it. Then I heard the same thing again. What could be making such noise at this hour? Unable to help my curiosity, I go to the next room and cautiously open the door to the balcony. I look up to check, and to my surprise, I see Zeikun standing on the roof. The marshmallow puppets randomly appear and float towards Zeikun. They seem to have missed him. How long have... Upon noticing me, he glances down. Don't mind me. Just go ahead and sleep. Well, I can't now that I know you're on my roof. There are too many investigations in the forest. Can't rest easy with them crowding around the temple. This is the only place I can think of. My neighbor is pretty quiet too. I'm only gonna stay for a short while. You could have asked me and I would have let you in. He does not reply as he stares at the sky. I follow his gaze and take a deep breath. The sky looks beautiful at sunset. I wish I could sit next to him so we could watch it together. As if he hears my thoughts, he suddenly stands and comes over to me. He reaches out his hand and helps me climb up. Cute! He guides me to where he was before, and we sit next to each other. Thank you. We watch the sky quietly. His quick, familiar movement tells me this is not the first time he sat here. It never occurred to me to look up at the roof every time I get home. I remember what Kaji said about not taking Ikuya because someone was here, and realized why he has not returned yet. It must be the place of Zeikun. I may not admit it, but I am thankful he is guarding me. He really kept his word when he said he would visit me. You don't like the village, yet you came here. Yeah, I know. Though it's been a while since I wandered around. It was different from the last time I stayed. He's looking at me! Last time there were priests in every corner of the village. There are less now, but the residents are still protected by demon warden spells. I guess things haven't changed at all. Did you really give up on clearing your name? Zeikun squeezes his eyes closed and takes a deep breath. I thought I was being annoying. Saying the same things again, but he turns to look at me and speaks in a soft voice. Only it was that simple. I did try to convince them before. They even spent some time around the village and besides. In the beginning, I was curious about what stories were going around. At some point I realized that I was better off not knowing. I even tried fighting rumors off with other rumors. Nothing works. Just not everyone is as accepting as you not everyone is accepting like you, Abby. His words struck a chord in my chest. Don't know how to reply to him. In some way, it feels so sad. How many generations will it take for things to change? I wish not to be involved, but it is something I can't I can decide. Even if I try, it always backfires against me. Take the man with the guns. We've never met before, but he knew what I was instantly. Hi, ants. Welcome. How are you today? How's your day been so far? Hope it's been doing well. Chain might not be the best person to represent the rest of the village. You got a PNG and overlays? That's so cool! Do you stream regularly, or are you going to start streaming? I use Streamlabs too. I still don't know everything about Streamlabs yet. But I'm trying. I'm to a point where I think I feel satisfied. You do stream regularly? Oh. What do you usually stream? On the road to 350? Oh my god! Yay! I hope you reach 350. That's amazing. Zeikun must have been left with a bad impression after that incident. Maybe I should introduce him to Ikuya. She is grateful after he saved her from Kaichi. Rocket League, Apex, Cold War, and Roblox. Ooh. And Minecraft. You can never go wrong. Never go wrong. Well, I'm glad that people like watching your streams. I want to play Roblox soon. I just need a kind of good game to play solo. Yeah. PNG and overlays. I don't want to make my own overlay, but I'm not. As an artist, I'm not good at graphic design, surprisingly. So that's a work in progress for me. You shouldn't give up. There are villagers that aren't bothered with your presence. Also, my friend is thankful for what you've done. She won't forget that. Suddenly, I feel his hand touching my head. He gently strokes it before speaking in a gentle tone. I can handle this. You should worry about more kidnappers in the village. Perhaps you should stay with the police for a while. Even corrupt spirits stay away from a place where many people stay guarded. I'm already planning to stay at Leoja's place. Were we planning to stay at his place? Cause we said, no, just get guards and plant traps around my house. It doesn't take long before night falls. The colorful sky gets replaced by dark hues and shining stars. It has been a while since I went stargazing. It's such a simple yet breathtaking experience. I wanna go stargazing. Like when it's like a nice clear open sky, you can see like all the stars, and they look really pretty. I wanna do that. I've been so preoccupied with myself and other people recently that I forgot to appreciate the finer things in life. Sitting here with Zeikun feels so comfortable that I start to feel sleepy. A yawn escapes my mouth and Zeikun notices. You should go to sleep. No thanks. I start early and I want to stay a bit longer with you. He closes his eyes with a soft smile on his face. I note that he's been smiling a lot more often lately. I never know what to do when I see him like that. We've been going to many places these past few days. He seemed tired. Go sleep. You need the rest. I won't go anywhere. Ooh. I can't won't. Ooh. I was in the middle of yawning and I tried to hold it back. I won't go anywhere. He keeps insisting, so I finally give in. He helps me down. I go back to my room. Do I stop here? I have like 30 more minutes. But I don't know when the next boss point will be. I'm gonna stop here because I am hungry. I am hungry. So that's all for Dark Knights. We're in chapter 3. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We learned more about Zeikun's past. Let me go. I saved. Go back to just chatting. And then let me move me this way. Here I am. Okay. That's all for Dark Knights. We learned about Zeikun's past. He is currently the Forest Guardian demon. And his parents are dead. Grandmother is sealed away. So assuming that she's still alive. So maybe she gets unsealed. Maybe that's a possibility, that she gets unsealed and drama starts happening. Shane is still, I guess, in the hospital. He's still out cold. And someone is found dead in the mansion. I'm gonna munch my baby mango. It's sour. It's sour. But yeah. Let me drink some water, you guys. Okay. Anyways, Dark Knights will be back next week too, for sure. So for sure, Sunhaven and Dark Knights. I'm gonna try to get through them a lot. One, because Dark Knights is gonna need DLC. I want to see how far I can get. And Sunhaven because of the update that might be coming soon. And then my other stuff, my drawing streams will always be weekly. I will always do my drawing stream. That reminds me, tomorrow's a drawing stream. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna draw. I might just spin a wheel. Let my magic wheel spin and decide who I draw. Because I never knew who to draw. So that's all for me for today. Oh, my voice. I think it's been such a hot minute since I've played Dark Knights that My voice is not used to it anymore. But I'm gonna warm it up. I'm gonna go make some tea. I'm gonna go cook and eat. And then I need to make more clips. I need to make more clips and continue while I'm cooking for Valentine's Day. Yeah. And I'm hoping to get that done ASAP because it's almost Valentine's Day. So I have 6 days until I need to like work. So possibly like this weekend it's gonna be like major work weekend to get this stuff done. But I hope you guys have a nice day or evening, afternoon, morning, and night, wherever you are. Make sure you drink water, go eat food. If you have medication, go take your meds. Sleep if you need to sleep. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.